Good morning and welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the area of a circle and a sector within that circle. So yesterday we talked about circumference, and the circumference is part of the process to find the area. We know the distance around the edge of the circle is our circumference. That can be 2 pi r. Now, I included a link to a video. It's about 2.5 minutes. Go ahead, pause this video, and go watch that video. Someone shows a much better visual than I can about why this pi r squared works. They unroll the circle, form a rectangle. They show why this formula works. So go ahead, pause it, go back to It's Learning. I have the link. It's seriously 2.5 minutes. Watch it, okay? Then come back. All right, so with our area of our circle, we have A equals pi r squared. And we'll get to the area of a sector in a second, but first let's start with that. Okay, so if we think about it, all we have to do here, if we know the radius is 3, all we have to do is pi times the radius, or in our case 3 squared. So 3 squared is 9, pi times 9, or you can do pi times 3 squared. So we go to our calculator. Remember, if you're using your iPhone, you got to turn it on its side. If you're using just depending on which calculator you have on your phone, you might have to turn it on its side to get the scientific, to get the pi, or you can use this one, desmos.com/scientific. So we do pi times r squared, so 3 squared, and I hit enter, and as you can see, 28.274, so I round 28.27. Now this is area, so yesterday was a distance, so it was just inches. This one will be inches squared. Okay, our next one, same thing, just this time it's pi times 14 squared. Okay, so we do the exact same thing. Once again, pi times 14 raised to the second. Oops, I had two times in there. So 615.752, so we round 615.75. Okay, now remember once again, our label is centimeters squared, okay, because we are finding area. Okay, we'll do the same thing here. This one, 2.7, so pi times 2.7 squared. This one is 3.1. Even though they're decimals, it still works exactly the same. So pi times 2.7 squared, and then pi times 3.1 squared. And we get 22.90 for the first one, 30.19 for the second. All right. So if we think about it now, our third one, we finished that first section. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about here, much like we did yesterday, where we had this area of a length, a sector length here, or the area of this arc length. Now we have the area of this entire sector. So it's the same, pi r squared, that's our formula for area, but we multiply it by whatever the angle is divided by 360, because that will tell us what percentage of the whole circle it is. Okay, so in this case we have 110. We'll do 110 divided by 360 times pi r squared, so 7 squared. So 110 divided by 360 times pi times r, which in our case was 7 squared. So 47.04 when we round. And don't forget, that is going to be squared. We don't have a unit, so I'm going to just put units squared. We don't know what it is. It's not labeled, so just units squared. If that's inches, then it's inches squared, whatever it is. Okay, second one, same thing. This time we'll use 5 instead because that is our radius. So 54 divided by 360 times pi times 5 to the second. we get 11.780, so it stays where it's at. We round down, so 11.78, and once again, no labels, so units squared. Okay, just about done. We're going to look at two more here. So exact same thing here, 127. So on this one, though, actually, we need to find what's in green, the shaded area. So on this one, we'll have to start with 360 minus that 127. Okay, so if we do that, 360 minus 127, this will tell us what our green side is. So we get 233. Okay, so now we can do 233 divided by 360 times pi times 12 squared. All right, and we get 292.796, so we'll round up, which will cause that 9 to go up. So 292.80. And that's going to be feet squared. Okay, our final one, same thing again. Pretty easy with 120 and with a radius of 9. And we get 84.82. Okay. Once again, we don't have a label, so we'll just say units squared. So that's all I have for today. If you need any help, please let me know. There is a Delta Math assignment. Please take care of those. Don't get behind. And let me know if you have any questions. Hope you guys have a great day. And if you didn't do the quiz from last week, that is now in the grade book. So if you didn't do it, that's really hurting your grade. Get it done. Get it taken care of. Have a great day.